All right, so welcome back. Father Mitch here. This is my buddy Max. And we are continuing to show you more ways to get out of top saddle. If you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, this is called mount. I prefer the old school terminology of top saddle. Looks just like a saddle, doesn't it? So I can't do anything with him upright. We discussed that in the last video. If he's upright, I must get him forward. Now we talked about getting him forward in a number of different ways. If he's trying to hit me, I can protect myself, I can grab a hand, and I'm going to try to get him forward. When he comes forward, there's only a few things that are going to happen. When he comes forward, that's the nightmare. We didn't cover this last time. So he's super wide. I can't do an overhook, an underhook. I can't underhook. I can't overhook. He's too strong. And for right now, he's not hitting me. But that doesn't matter because in a minute he will be. Or he could be getting ready to grab me around the neck or around the head and then punch me in the face with the other hand. It could be anything. Guys, you must act immediately. If you delay, as soon as a man this size is on top of you, you must begin to use your escape techniques. And do not use the same technique repeatedly. Use it once, then go to the next one, and then go to the next one, and then go to the next one, because even if he knows no wrestling or jiu-jitsu at all, once you've tried it, if he has any athleticism in the slightest, he's going to immediately intuit what you're trying to do and forward it. All right? So if I get him to come down, then once he comes down, we see what's happened. His hips are slightly ahead of his knee, and his weight is forward. It's really high because he's trying to stop me from getting an arm. So I'm going to try to do this, and I might not be able to pull it off. But what I would typically do is I'd put my hands on his hips right here, and then I would bump his hips up and then try to scoot a knee through. Once I get a knee through, we call these elevators. If you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you probably call this butterfly guard. Okay? I'm in this position. So now I can begin to move him around a little bit. I can kind of push him. I can try to do this. Now I can get an arm. Now I can begin to work. Or I can even begin to attack at this point. I have a number of different maneuvers at my disposal. But at least now I can work and I can begin to fight. I can even pull my foot out if I have to. And I can begin to attack a leg. I can kick. I can shove. And so forth. But that's called a hip boost to elevators. So again, come on down. So once he's low, I have to get him forward. If his hands post close, I can work. But if he goes to here, I got nothing. I can't get here. Any minute, he's going to grab my head and begin to punch. I got to get out of this. I'm going to go to the hips. I'm going to brace his hips and I'm going to bump as hard as I can. And I'm going to try to get a knee in. Now, he doesn't have a cup on. And I like Max a lot, but normally I wouldn't even care, right? I would just let my knee grind on through, and I would continue to cause him discomfort and try to get a leg through. If he's really heavy, try to get heavy, Max. Oh, look at that. Now he's getting really heavy on me. Then I might have to change my tactics and just try to get a knee out. At least getting one knee out is better. So now at least I got one knee out, and he knows I'm starting to fight. Once I'm starting to fight, then okay, we got something we can do. By the way, what I would do from here is I'd take palm-to-palm grip against the back of the shoulder. I won't really do it, but I'd apply a lot of pressure here, and I'd cause some discomfort. Once I get discomfort and I get a reaction, then I would go here, and then I'd make my escape. And if I continue to work the shoulder, I can cause him enough discomfort to kind of get out the hole. At least then I have a wrestling match. And I'm not dead.
I'm actually very impressed with that maneuver. I would not have thought that he would have been strong enough to push my body weight up off of him to get into my groin area with that knee. And he could have really messed up my day with that knee.
All right, so that's a hip boost to elevators. All right, so maybe we'll make that one video. All right, so I don't want to bore you guys to death. Stay tuned. And I'm going to stay right here, and so is Max. Stay tuned, and then come right back, and then I'm going to show you a couple more ways that you can get out of top saddle position.